Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new, welcome, hello. If this is not the first video you've watched, yes, I'm standing in front of a plant. This is me looking, I'm like, it looks so weird back here. If this is not the first video you've watched, we are back in the nursery today. I think this is like video like 4, 5, 18. We don't even know at this point, but we do have some stuff to get done in here today. It has been a little while since we last filmed because life be lifing. But let me show you what finally came in and what we're going to be doing today. We finally have the chair and the crib. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to be putting the chair together and getting that like all set up. Hopefully it fits in the space I want it to be in. We're also going to be putting the crib together and getting that set up. I'm not really sure which box to open first. I'm kind of thinking, it says A, B. So you would think A. Is A the heavier one? Yeah, I'm thinking A. And that's where I'm hoping the directions are, because it did come in 2 boxes. It says open from the bottom, open from the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna have to flip that thing over. Please flip the box upside down to open from the bottom. Cool. Alrighty. So we're gonna try and very carefully flip this over, maybe without hurting myself. Okay. Oh, that wasn't terrible. All right. So it says do not use a knife. How are you supposed to get it open? So we're going to use a screwdriver.
Am I the only one that wonders when they say, like, don't open with knives or sharp things? Like, is it really that serious? Because, like, how else are you going to get it open?
So it looks like the bottom is actually the bottom. As in it's like the bottom of the chair. So what I think I'm going to do, it's like, how do you not use a knife? Like, you can't get it off. What I think I'm going to do is rip off, like, these wings or whatever.
So this would be the moment where the microphone died, but I had no idea. So I'm just telling you all of the things. I'm telling you right now that I'm going to use these clips. They're like cable clips. I will have them linked down below. Love them. I'm going to use those behind to make sure that like the cord for the pluggy in part, because it reclines, isn't like getting like caught up in anything. And then I'm like talking to you this whole time. Like I was just a yip yapping and did not realize that the microphone had died. I am so bad with the whole like charge the microphone, make sure it's charged thing. But I did finally end up finding the directions. And the directions were pretty straightforward. I will say that it was tricky to put together by myself. And the reason why is that when you get to putting on the back piece, it has like fabric flaps that kind of like hide the ugliness. So it has like a big flap in the back that hides like all the power cord and like the inside. And then it has like a flap in the front that kind of like goes down like into like the groove. And that was the hardest part to get it aligned, because you basically have to get it aligned perfectly, like not just within like the little brackets, but like also at the perfect angle to make sure that it kind of like slides on. So that took absolutely forever to figure that out. Also, that'll be coming up here in a minute, but you're also going to see me struggle with the other arm. So the other arm, for some reason, was not sliding on as smooth as the first one went on. Like the first arm, easy peasy, went right into like the little brackets or whatever. The second arm, like I was fighting with it. I was yelling at it. I was trying to be gentle, but then at a certain point, I just started like whacking the chair because like I didn't want to break it, but like at the same time, like I was wearing out. Like I was like, I don't understand why it's not going all the way down. Like I was just so confused, but I finally got it on and it was fine. So now after I stress out a little bit because I'm like, are you kidding? We are going to eventually go to the back. So what I had to do was basically scoot the chair out from the wall a little bit. And I had to like sit on the floor and like use every bit of arm strength I had to like hold it up and adjust it and kind of like lower it slowly. So if you are getting this chair, I absolutely love it. Okay. Like I have sat in it since recording this video because we're like way behind on editing videos. But since recording this video, I have sat in it a ton of times. I have read to my belly. Like it is an amazing chair. I highly recommend it if you can find it on sale because it's a little bit pricey. But if you're going to purchase it, just know that if you're going to put it together by yourself, you're going to have to mentally prepare yourself for that. If you don't want to go through the stress, I would highly recommend that you have somebody with you to help you when you put it together. I also am not 100% sure how I feel about the headrest thing. So part of me really likes the headrest thing you're going to see in a second because it's weighted in the back, which means when you put it in the position that you want it in, whether it's like lumbar support, head support, like neck support, it stays there. But the only issue is with that is like as you're swiveling, because it does swivel and it rocks, as you're, look at me, just talking away. As you're swiveling and you're rocking, the weighted part like smacks into the back of the chair. So I'm kind of in the middle on this particular piece. I love that it has the weight because it stays put, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying, like hearing and feeling the weighted part kind of like smack into the back when you are rocking. I also would suggest giving yourself more room than I gave myself. So when I originally like shoved this chair back, you're going to see me test it. I kind of like hit the wall and I couldn't go back anymore. I have since kind of maneuvered it, pulled it out a little bit, scooted it over some. So that way I have full reclining motion. But I have to say, I actually really, really love the chair. I love that it rocks. I love that it swivels. It's super comfortable. There's a good amount of space in here. Love that it reclines because I have that option if I want to, pat baby to sleep or just lay there and read to baby. But like, it's great. It's a great chair. I will have it linked down below.
All right, it's crib time. I went and had some lunch. My new kick right now, BLTs. We did a little road trip. Side note, we did a little road trip, and the thing on the menu that sounded like the most fresh and stuff to me when we were on that road trip and we stopped to have lunch was a BLT. It was chef's kiss. Now, mine at home are not as good as that restaurant one, but that's my new kick right now, BLTs. So, prego BLTs. But now we're going to put the crib together and get that in the space. My mic did die, so hopefully you can hear me okay. So I'm going to pop you up. This should be fairly easy, fingers crossed, to put together. I also feel like I have a small bone to pick with Walmart, okay? Because this thing was so late. Like, it was supposed to be here, and it was like delayed. It was delayed so much. So I'm just trying to figure out like where to open it from. It was delayed so much that I was starting to think it wasn't going to show up. And then when it did show up, like this thing, it says fragile right on the front, okay? And I know, like, you can only be so picky, but this thing looks like it has been through the ringer. Like the box, it looks like definitely it had been on the truck for all those days it was late, just flapping around, being thrown to the side, no care in the world. I mean, there's like giant chunks out of the box. Half the tape on that side is like falling off. Like it looks rough. Like it looked like it went through an adventure for sure. And I was just kind of like, okay, well, no wonder it was late, I guess. Like, I guess you had just thrown it a million times out of your way. I don't know, but like it definitely the box is toe up. And then when it got here, I was like, what did y'all do? Like luckily there's foam right here, like, and the crib feels wrapped, but I can stick almost my whole entire hand in this hole. Like there's a giant hole, and this is how it was on my porch. There's a giant like rip and gouge, and I can get almost like my entire hand in there besides like my thumb.
So when I'm putting together like any piece of furniture, I like to just start by like taking everything out. So I just took all of the pieces out of the box, laid them like up against the wall, on the floor, whatever, got everything kind of like out so I could get that box out of the way. That way, when I'm going like through my directions, I can actually like see everything. And I tried to put like pieces with like pieces because I'm assuming they're going to go on the same way, just maybe in reverse or something like that. So I wanted to make sure I got everything unpacked first, kind of laid up against the wall. And I will say, like, I was starting to get nervous at this point because I'm like tearing everything out and there were no directions. I got everything out of the box. Okay. And I was down to like breaking the styrofoam down. And I was like, am I going to have to like just figure out how this thing screws together? Like, Am I going to have to look up a YouTube video? Am I going to have to Google it? Like, where in the world are the directions? So I did not find the directions in there. So I'm hoping there's directions in here. So of course it's zip tied. I feel like I should create myself like a caddy of like a few screwdrivers, some scissors, like some just random bits that I can like carry with me when I do projects like this, because like I had everything like in the room. I just like I couldn't find it all quickly. So I appreciate the labels on here. They're little teeny tiny stickers. And it just has the numbers on it. So I really like that because I feel like a lot of times making sure this is number 1. If I can find the label, I can see it on that one, number 2. Yep, number 1. A lot of times, like I feel like they don't label pieces, and they're like, "Oh, you need J," but J is not labeled. So I appreciate that. So I need number 1 for my first set, 5 and 7. So that piece is 5. So I'm assuming 7 is in here because the other piece connected to that was 6. I also appreciate that everything in here is labeled. We got C, D, J, F, all of these different ones. And then you have like your Allen keys, which I hate Allen keys, but it's fine. But I like the way they labeled everything. Like really organized, easy to find. I am curious. I would love for you to tell me in the comments down below how you are liked, whatever you want to say, the nursery videos. I have noticed that they didn't do super well, but I had already filmed this one and I was like, let me go ahead and put it up because I was really excited about the nursery. And I know like I have looked up some inspiration and watched some YouTube videos when we found out we were pregnant. And like, I just love watching videos of people decorating, putting things together, just doing all of the home related things. I love that myself, but I am curious like how you guys were liking the nursery videos. I'm going to assume that they weren't doing super well because not everybody is planning a nursery right now. Fair point. Like totally understand. But I'm just kind of like wondering, I want a little bit more feedback in like sentences and not like analytics, if that makes sense. It's great to have the analytics here on YouTube and, you know, it tells you how many views you have and, you know, who is watching and like all that kind of stuff. But it's different to have like a firsthand perspective, like quote unquote, where like the actual viewers are saying like, hey, I liked it because, or I hated the nursery videos because. I'm just curious because I'm trying to figure out going forward, kind of what kind of videos I want to be focusing on. I'm still going to make videos that I love making. So not everything is going to be like, you tell me what you want to see. Like there's still things that I still want to do, whether it does well or not, because I enjoy doing the process and I enjoy filming the process. This is not just for like other people to watch. It's just for me too, to like record life things and share it with people who want to see it. But I am curious what kind of videos you guys are interested in, kind of like long term. And what is something that would really interest you? Because I have a few ideas in my brain and I want to make sure that I'm creating content that people are enjoying while still staying true to like our channel, myself, the things that I like to do and all of that. But I really want some feedback because feedback is super important. So let me know the kind of stuff that you guys like to see in the comments so I can make sure that I'm adding that in when I'm thinking about like the upcoming year and what videos I'm going to be focusing on and what kind of content I'm going to be putting out because, well, baby's coming. So I am not going to have as much time as I am used to having, but I still want to do this thing. I absolutely love doing this. And I understand we are not a big, huge channel by any means. But I love doing this anyway. I love the whole process. I love seeing a name that I'm like, oh my gosh, I've seen that name like 15 times before they're back. I love that. And I just love creating for this channel. And I love having this channel. And I adore you guys. And I just want to keep doing it. But obviously I'm going to be very, very busy. So I want to make sure that I'm just really zooming in and I'm really focused, and that for the people who especially like keep coming back, that you guys are seeing some of the things that you keep coming back for and that you really truly want to see. So end rant, let me know in the comments what kind of videos you guys would like to see. Side note, since I'm done with that rant, this box right here, was absolutely clutch because I was not going to be able to hold this thing up level by myself. So like just using this random like stack of boxes that was trash actually really helped me put this in because this little piece right here is heavier than it looks. I also have a confession to make. This front piece, I put it on wrong. And I did not realize it all. Like, I put it on there. I was like, it seemed kind of wonky. Like, it almost seemed like bowed or something. I may even like show a clip saying like, oh my gosh, it's bowed. I can't even remember because it's been so long since I filmed this. I'm so far behind, guys. Work, pregnancy, it's so far behind. Sorry about that. But it was like kind of wonky. And I was thinking like, do I send it back? No, like I don't feel like waiting. Like it barely made it, in one piece this first time. Like I'm just gonna like roll with it. But it was me. It was me. I I literally somehow did not put it on correctly. All right, it's finally together. I may push it over a little bit more, just so like I don't know. It's like more space over here. I'm thinking I'm gonna shove that tree in the corner. And like leave it because this was originally supposed to go over there and it didn't end up going over there. So I think I might like put that tree in the corner. I do need to like dust it off and stuff, but honestly, I'm probably not gonna do that. So apparently this is where I just ended it, y'all. Like I didn't take like a clip of the room together. Like, I mean, you saw the chair, you saw the crib, but like, so sorry about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, even though it was like an abrupt end. I hope you guys found it helpful or entertaining. Make sure you check out the video and the playlist popping up on the screen and smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.